What's up guys, welcome in the next episode. Samsung introduced its new flagship for 2024 in the middle of January and I decided to pre-order my Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. I have been using this phone for about 2 months and in this video I wanted to say a few words. What do I think about this smartphone? Since I got my Galaxy S24 Ultra unit, Samsung has released 2 new software updates. They were supposed to fix issues with the smartphone, so I think it's high time to share with you my thoughts after owning this phone for 2 months. Let's begin with the design. Samsung hasn't decided to drastically change the design of Galaxy S24 Ultra since Galaxy Note 10 series. We still get the sandwich made by 2 pieces of glass in front and on the back and aluminum frame in between, but this time aluminum frame is covered by a thin layer of titanium, and this is the first point that differentiates this year's flagship smartphone from previous models. In my opinion, Samsung used very good quality materials in their new Galaxy S24 Ultra. Phone feels very premium in hand. I think there is no other smartphone on the market that could deliver more premium look and feel. Maybe the newest iteration of iPhone 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max have similar look and feel. Buttons and S Pen are also flatter in comparison to Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra and older models. I definitely like this new but still subtle look of current flagship. What's more, I think smartphone sits better in hand, probably due to being 2 grams lighter than Galaxy S23 Ultra and due to better weight distribution. However, this year flagship has also sharper corners, which make my hands feel uncomfortable after holding this smartphone for a longer period of time in one hand. This is definitely a minus in comparison to last year's model. Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra was definitely more comfortable to hold in one hand. What I like more in Galaxy S24 Ultra in comparison to last year's flagship is overall build quality. Thanks to matte finish aluminum frame covered with titanium, smartphone is definitely more durable to scratches. I have been using this phone without any cases and protection for over 2 months and still can't find any scratches on frame and on the back. This is a very good sign. I also like new speaker grille, which looks more mature and better according to me. In front you will see a big 6.8-inch Super AMOLED with Quad HD resolution, adaptive from 1 to 120 Hz refresh rate and 2600 nits of peak brightness. This new display is gorgeous, believe me. In my opinion, for now it's the best in class. What also differs S24 Ultra display from last year model is color temperature. This year model has less vivid and not so punchy colors. Do I like it? Yes. Are they less vivid than Galaxy S23 Ultra's display? Definitely, but in my opinion it's more an advantage, especially after first major update that brought new vividness slider. This small feature made this very good display even better. Now user can set screen vividness as he or she wishes. This was a very smart move from Samsung and it shows that the manufacturer listens to its customers. Good job Samsung. Next differentiator from last year model is that Samsung got rid of a chin in Galaxy S24 Ultra and made symmetrical bezels. This is what I wanted to see in Ultra models since Samsung Galaxy Note 10 series. Last year Samsung showed us that they can make smartphone with symmetrical bezels in S23 and S23 Plus, and this year also Ultra model has it. What's even more, Samsung also got rid of edge panel glass and make it completely flat display. Do I like it? Yes, because now I can use S Pen without any issues and there is no color shifting on display's edges. What also should be mentioned is that in 2024 Samsung used new and stronger Gorilla Armor glass with anti-reflective shell. The difference is huge, believe me. Galaxy S23 Ultra and all other smartphones look like mirrors in comparison to Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. Completely can't understand why Samsung haven't even mentioned about such a huge benefit. To understand what I'm talking about, you just simply need to see Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra in person. What's even more, new Gorilla Glass armor is also more resistant to scratches. I don't have any screen protectors applied on my S24 Ultra unit, and what I can say is that after 2 months I can't see a single scratch on the display. All my previous smartphones had some scratches on their displays after some time, however, Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra doesn't have. Now few words about all new and old camera system in Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. As you probably know, this year flagship from Samsung still rocks a whopping 200 megapixel main sensor, 12 megapixel ultra wide and 10 megapixel 3x telephoto lens. These lenses weren't changed too much and are mainly the same as in last year model. What Samsung changed in Galaxy S24 Ultra is getting rid of a 10 megapixel 10x telephoto and install new 5x 50 megapixel sensor. Is it a good move from Samsung? Well, both yes and no. Magnifications from 1 to 9.9 are definitely better than on last year model, but everything beyond 9.9 is not so obvious. Sometimes Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra takes better photos and sometimes Galaxy S23 Ultra takes better photos. This depends on lighting conditions and whether the algorithm did a good job or not. Personally, I do prefer to have a crisper and better shots up to 10x magnification and slightly worse shots on more than 10x magnification, so in my opinion, this was a right decision. I know that some of you may disagree with me and I totally understand it, but think on your own. How many times did you use 10x, 30x magnification or anything above in your S20 Ultra, S21 Ultra, S22 Ultra or S23 Ultra? Personally, after a few years of owning Samsung Galaxy S Ultra smartphones, I haven't managed to find any photos in my gallery that were taken with 10x lens or anything above 10x. Really, I don't have even a single photo that was taken with long-range zoom camera. However, I found that a lot of my photos were taken with 3x lens. Most of these photos are portrait shots, so personally I think that it was a good move for Samsung to install 5x lens with high 50 megapixel resolution. I use this lens a lot now. What I also definitely prefer is less sharpening on pictures. Photos look more contrasty, less noisy, and sharpening is not so vivid as it was on Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra shots. Camera comparison between Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra and S24 Ultra is live, so you can check it. Overall, in my opinion, Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra takes better shots and videos in comparison to last year model, Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. However, I also do understand people who don't like new, less vivid colors, less sharpening and more contrasty look of photos and videos. This is definitely a matter of preference of each user. This year flagship is also rocking a new Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy. It also has 12GB of RAM and 512GB of internal storage. New CPU and GPU is definitely better than last year. App opens slightly faster on new model, and again please keep in mind that Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra has already received more than 13 updates and new Galaxy S24 Ultra only 2, and it is not as optimized as last year model, but still it's a faster device. I think in few months the gap will even be bigger. There is no heat issue with this phone. However, I need to mention that Galaxy S24 Ultra heats up a little bit faster than Galaxy S23 Ultra, but also cools down much faster than last year model, probably thanks to a bigger vapor chamber. So overall, I think it's a draw in this category. What should be mentioned is that One UI 6.1 is much stable and more fluid than One UI 6.0 in Galaxy S23 Ultra. Don't get me wrong, One UI 6.0 is also very fluid, but One UI 6.1 is on the next level. Animations are definitely smoother and there is almost no hiccups or glitches. Phone feels as smooth as iPhone 15 Pro or 15 Pro Max. Well done Samsung, keep it up. We still get 50-100 mAh battery, and what I can say is that results that I get on my new Galaxy S24 Ultra are comparable to what I get on Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. When I start using my phone, it consumes almost the same amount of battery, but when I stop using it, battery percentage drains less in comparison to S23 Ultra. My Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra gives me about 1.5 day of usage, but new Galaxy S24 Ultra is more like a 2-day phone. Especially when you use your phone less, it easily gives me from 7 to 8 hours of screen on time. Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra is the first smartphone from Korean company that has AI features built in. During conference, Samsung employees spent so much time speaking about new AI features. Are they really useful? Well, again, yes and no. There are some features that are useful, for example, summary in Samsung Internet. This is a very useful feature. I use it a lot while reading different articles. Summary works really good. It sums up everything what is written and takes the most important information from longer or shorter articles. I love this feature. What I also use is translation in Samsung keyboard. I can write with anyone in my native language. Translation works very good in my opinion. When I get a message in any language that I don't understand, I just simply turn on this AI translation in Samsung keyboard, write in my native language, and system automatically translates everything in real time. I don't have to open Google Translate app, paste text in other language, then reply in my language, again copy that text and paste in message. This can be done much easier with translation in Samsung keyboard in real life. I also like new AI features in Gallery app. Adding portrait effect to non-portrait photos is excellent. Rotating images after taking them and repairing them also works great. I don't use these features so often, but when I need them, they are here. It's definitely better to have them than not. Next AI feature that I use is generative wallpaper. This is a very good feature that I use very often. It works very good. What I don't use is live conversation translation. Samsung was very proud of that feature during their conference, but in my opinion this feature works bad. It needs a lot of tuning and for now it is useless. It takes a lot of time to translate phone calls. It's not accurate and sometimes it is very misleading. What I also don't use is circle to search, probably due to the fact that I simply not remember to use it. I always use Google Search or Google Lens, and it is so difficult for me to remember to use circle to search instead of Google Search or Google Lens. So if you're considering buying Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra only for that feature, better forget about it. It's not worth it, at least for now. So to conclude all AI features, are they such a big innovation as Samsung told us? Not really. Are they useful? Both yes and no. Will I miss them when Samsung tells us to pay for them? Only for summary in Samsung Internet, translation in Samsung keyboard, and some AI tools in Gallery app. All the rest can disappear and I won't miss it. At least if Samsung won't improve these features a lot. Personally, I still can't understand why Samsung haven't advertised new anti-reflective screen but decided to sacrifice so much time only for AI stuff. In my opinion, new display with anti-reflective shield is much more innovative than, for example, live calls translation. We'll see in future if this AI feature will be worth my money when Samsung tells me to pay for them. Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra is a great device. It has a great camera, but not everyone will be satisfied with changes that Samsung made in this year's flagship. It also has the best display on market. No other smartphone has such a good display. It has great battery for at least one full day of usage. It has a strong body and beautiful design. Will it be a phone of the year? I think yes. It has some flaws, but I think as an overall smartphone, it will be a very hard to beat device for other manufacturers. I will be posting more videos about Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra and I will be testing new updates that will come out. So if you want to know more, subscribe and stay tuned. Wish you a great day and see you in the next episode. Peace out.